Good morning and welcome, quite posh, wasn't it? Good morning and welcome to the midweek shave, to the Wednesday shave. They're laughing already. How's your week been? How's your shaves going? Fantastic, I hope. Right, before we start, I've seen you lot before somewhere. You know I'm an expert now with the flowers. These are red things and they grow in the Snowdonia National Park, only in the mountains. What's your real name, please? And also known as gladioli. You had seen them somewhere before. Anyway, enough of that. Vintage. Going to use this Gillette Tech. Very simple. A lot of brassing on this, as you can see. It's very old. I'm not going to do it up. Some people say, oh, you know, do it up. No way. That tells the story to me. I want to keep it just like it is. I can feel the overhang. And I'm using a Personna red second use blade. Slight overhang. Non-adjustable, 3-piece. Made in England. Hollow handle. So the head is heavier than, well, the head end is the heaviest, so it tends to, so you bear that in mind. I was having a chat the other day with a good friend of mine who you all know by now or heard of, Alistair, and he experimented something with a brush, and I thought, oh, sounds a good idea, I might give it a try, so I'm going to try it today. And all it is the brush has not been soaked. I normally soak this as I go in the shower for 20 minutes, whatever. But I'm not going to, I'm just going to dip it in water and flick it and see what happens. Now, it may work better because of this shaving cream I'm using today, which is Boots Cool Cologne Lather Shave Cream. Used it before. It is available in most Boots, this one. But there again, you can bet sometimes if you go into the one you live, or one that's near you, it won't have it. But they usually stock this and a few others. So we're using that. We're using the red mixing bowl. And that's enough information for now. So let's get going. So I'm going to dip this in water. So you can see it's dry. Bit of dust on it. Dipped in and flicked. And we're going to see what happens. Straight to the shave cream. Now, the cream itself does help the brush really, because it's already a sort of formed liquid, whereas it might be a different result with soap. But Alistair said there wasn't much difference in the lather, process on the brush, so we will see what happens. Now it's mixing it fantastically. There isn't a lot in there. Thick and creamy. But I am going to add a bit of water, because you do need soaps, but it seems to work. I mean, look at that. It certainly does the job. So if you're interested in trying different things, or dip that in the water. Nice to experiment different ways, because sometimes you might not be able to soak a brush for 20 minutes, but you'll know doing it this way would work if you had to. Always good to know these things. Right, we'll wet the face because I've been jabbering. Look at this. Ready for this. Are we going? Are we going? We're gone. Yeah, that's quite thick. Yeah, I'm going to add a bit more water. Music to some of your ears then. It's a good shaving cream, this. Very reasonable. And the razor, Gillette Tech, is not an aggressive razor at all. Really mix that. Really brush it in. Not going to use a pre-shave oil or soap today. It's a sort of a standard shave really. Here we go. So using the Gillette Tech Personna Red, second time use, non-adjustable razor. Yeah, that's cut it. Can't feel the blade at all. But I'll show you. It's doing the job. Let me just drain that. One thing I don't like is whiskers in water floating. God. That's why I use a running tap. Much cleaner. That was another memory actually of my father. I'm going to do up here today. Was just when he emptied the sink, just all the whiskers all on the side, and didn't clean them properly. My mother used to go mad. Yeah, not an aggressive razor at all. And in fact, this is, for me, a bit thick for this razor. So I'm going to add just a touch. Just a touch of water. Because it's such a, well, mild razor, and there's not a big blade exposure there. Don't know how it looks on camera. And it's not an aggressive blade, so it is tending to it's doing the job, but it's just sort of sliding over as well. So make it a bit thinner and it's easier. Yeah, that's much better. Even though I like a thick lather. So how's your week been? We've had a day or two of windy but very sunny, very nice. Listen to that, only going gently. Keep it clean, keep it keen. Talking rubbish again. I've been very good this week, no products. On their way. I have enough, good grief. Okay. Back to the bowl. Yeah, it's a very thick. I tell you, for you know, this sort of cream, excellent for its price. Really, really good. Scent, it's like well, just like a fresh scent. Nothing special, but nothing unpleasant. Just does the job. A very thick cream. We'll see how we get on with the second pass. Otherwise, I'll have to thin it out again. But it might be okay. Let's have a go. Yeah, that's okay. There's quite a good audio feedback from it. Very gently. Well, the tomatoes are really being harvested now. the money maker. If you watch my other channel, you'll see I put little updates up on a Sunday of the tomatoes in the little greenhouse outside, and the ones in my conservatory, which are the money maker, and my chilies, the basket of fire. And everything is producing tomatoes. And the Sweet Millions, that's the variety in the greenhouse, are cherry tomatoes, the small type. Oh, they're sweet, they're beautiful tomatoes. And I tend to use the money maker, which are bigger. I slice up and make sandwiches, you know, cheese and onion with tomato, obviously. I'll, even have the odd one, like an apple, just put in. Can't beat it, very pleased. And there is something, you're very proud, aren't you, when you, a bit more water, you're very proud, that's a lot of water, when you do your own, grow your own. Well, I am anyway. And the taste, I don't care what anybody says, is superior to anything. Even if you buy it organic, on the vine, you will not beat the taste from home. Because it is fresh, you know, there's no rubbish gone into it. Just superb. Very, very mild shave, this. Very mild. If this razor could talk, I better tell some stories, because I've had it a long time now, but you can see, looking at it, how well used that's been. You know, it's that could tell some stories. Blow your cheeks out. It helps. Good slickness to this. I can tell straight away. I can just tell by doing that. Excellent slickness. I had a good question type comment. And it says, what's the difference between Taylorville Bond Street and, say, Geo Trumpers? And they're shaving creams and soaps. Well, if you're a scientist, if you're that way minded, and you look at the ingredients and all the aspects of that side of it, there's a good lot of difference. Good lot. There's quite a big difference. Well, maybe not big, but there is a difference, obviously. But to you and me, using the stuff, and to Joe Public, common man on the working man on the road, whatever, not a lot of difference. They're two good names, good products, been around for a long, long time. But to me, they're roughly the same. You got a same sort of quality to them, both. That's lovely. Right, that's smooth. Don't go back, Paul. No overshaving. Yeah, so just you're paying a lot of times for the historical value, the name, the good name has been going for years, and you know, and it is good stuff. They're both good products, but not a lot between them to the user. Some people might disagree with that, and that's fair enough, but to me, no. I know one from the other. Could I know one if you took the tops off and you said which is which? Probably not, unless I recognise the scent. So that's what I mean by they're quite similar. Talking of comments, I'm trying my best to answer each comment, but because I get, thankfully, I'm very grateful, thank you, so many comments, which I look forward to seeing and reading, by the way. I think I'm going to, in honesty, start to struggle to answer them all. So I hope people don't be offended by that or think it's me ignoring you particularly or whatever. What I will try and do is answer question-y type comments, or I read them all, whether they're good, they're bad, whatever, but mostly, thank you, so they are very good on here. But just in case, if you see I haven't answered a question or a comment, well, a comment mainly, I'm just going to, just because this is a mild raise, it's nothing personal, it's just a time thing for me. I'd love to answer each and every one, and I'd love to meet everybody and shake your hand and have a chat, and which you can do one day, hopefully. But I may start to struggle on the comments. I'm going to try my best to do what I can, but if you see I've not answered, it's because it's a time thing. But don't stop commenting, because I enjoy reading them, and other people get a lot of benefit and advice from other people's comments. But it's nothing personal, thank you. I will give everyone a thumbs up of the comments. So I'm just going to rinse off. I'm not going to dry my face, I'm just going to, for a change, I'm going to go with the Alum block and Witch Hazel. I need to do the two really. So just under the tap, and this should give you a bit of feedback sometimes. With me, my sensitive area is the moustache area, which there was no feedback then, and the neck area, which there is a bit of a sting, there, but that's good enough. So rinse that, let that dry, and yeah, look at that, like a wet drip. Right, I'm just going to rinse this off. And something you will notice with using alum, it takes every bit of slickness from the skin. When you go to rinse it off, you'll notice, oh, that's beautiful. Only a standard shave, but by God, it's good. Yeah, so Thayers, and we're going to go with a Medicated Super Hazel, Witch Hazel. Love the stuff, love the stuff. Oh, no tingle, very bit of a clovey scent, but that's lovely. Rinse that, rinse my hands, sorry. Okay, put the towel back in. Gladioli, nice red that, isn't it? Nice red. So well, that goes off. So that's the Witch Hazel. And Cologne today, I'm going to go with the, I haven't used this for a while, Arko Gold, the Gold Power Arko Cologne. And a lot of people say this is the Paco Rabanne 1 million scent, or similar. I have to take people's word for that because I don't own Paco Rabanne 1 million. Oh, come on. It's lovely, it is nice. It does smell very expensive. If you've got aftershaves and things like that, if I walked into your room and said, hey, I could have a snifter of that, I doubt it, unless you know Arko, You wouldn't think it came from an Arko bottle, put it that way. It's the working man's version. Very nice, more affordable, which is something we all need. And to put the moisture back in, the old Nivea Blue. I haven't used that for a while. This, if you look in the supermarkets, especially in the UK, Sainsbury's, Tesco, I don't go as much into Asda, so I'm not sure, but it probably is. Other supermarkets as well. They have offers on it. Normally it's about £5 for a large one like that. It does come in a smaller one for about £3. That's about £5, but sometimes they have them on offer for £3. And like the palm olive, I buy 2. But I have stopped now because I go, it's just ridiculous. I'm not going to use it. Just so I have learned, you know, there's only so much you need or you can do, but I do give some away, friends or whatever. Look at that. Look pink, fresh. No, should do. Right then, what have we used? We've used the Gillette Tech, made in England, 3-piece, non-adjustable. Head end is heavy because the handle is hollow. Don't know if you can tell. Good razor. You know, there is an overhang on the blade. Use the Personna red. That was his second use. No problems whatsoever. Use the Semogue 830 Boar brush. Superb. Red mixing bowl. Boots, cool cologne, lather, shave cream. Lovely. Fresh scent. But nothing major. Just a nice scent. A good quality shaving cream. For the price of that, that's a good quality shaving cream. Rinsed off with water. Use the Alum block. And then rinse that off. And then use Thayers Witch Hazel. Don't need to do that, but I'm using it just because I can, really. If you do what you want in the shave, it won't harm you. So Thayers Witch Hazel, Medicated, I love that stuff. And then Arko Gold Power, which is the equivalent or the poor man's version of Paco Rabanne 1 million. Lovely scent. Does smell expensive. And to put the moisture back, the Nivea Blue. And that is one happy chappy. Even the gladioli. See? Gladioli, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. So, leave it at that. Hope you have a fantastic week. I hope you have some fantastic shaves. I hope everything's going well for you. The weather, your job, your retirement, your holidays, vacation, whatever you're doing. You've got my full support. So, thanks for watching. And I'll see you on Sunday for the weekend shave. So you take care of yourselves.